Like a lot of the tech in this movie, I like how unnecessarily complicated the secret lair transportation sequence is. There's not just a secret door, the entire room moves around to form a secret door. Also, the fact that they've gone to these lengths to hide the evil base as if their house and rocket car aren't already giving the game away. There's a lot of, I don't know if I call it subtle, but like ironic humor in this movie that's just so stellar to actually see.
Minions assemble!
And then this is where we are first introduced to the iconic minions. The origins of the minions makes a lot more sense when you see them on screen. Behind the scenes, they were initially envisioned as an amalgamation of the Oompa Loompas and Jawas from Star Wars. Suddenly it all makes sense. Interestingly, they weren't actually part of the original draft of the script and were added in later. Man, that's like 80% of the franchise's revenue. That almost just wasn't a thing. Kind of like how Aardman kept fumbling the bag with near misses. Even here, I don't think they fully realized what they had with the minions yet. Being a later addition to the story stage, they never outstay their welcome in this movie, and perhaps that sometimes can't be said for later installments. Here, as Gru goes down the vast base on his lift, we get the initial world building of seeing all the different minions working on whatnot. We also get little touches such as the minions exercise class going on. Kinda depressing Gru has better welfare facilities than most employers out there. And as we learn in Gru's big speech, they are absolutely employees. Mainly through them being told they're not getting a Christmas bonus, but hey, at least they're not slaves or ambiguously incorporated servants like a certain chocolate making entrepreneur out there. We also find out as early as here that Gru seems to know a lot of the minions' names.
Looking good, Kevin! How's the family? Dave, listen up, please!
Again, doing one better than a lot of actual companies with villains as employers. Oh look, another NBC moment. We've of course seen the protagonist in leadership position does a speech a few times. I still think the original Toy Story is the best example of this.
Andy's birthday party has been moved to today. Next we have...
As well as the depressing callback at the start of Toy Story 3.
Slink, gather everyone up.
We are gathered, Woody.
However, it's with good reason. It helps tie together the world building we've seen throughout the opening, and in no uncertain terms where the character stands within it. In a movie that's young leading by design, you do need moments like this that clearly sets up the characters and the story. However, that doesn't mean you can't make it entertaining and interesting, which this movie also does. I mean, this scene became the thing people recreate on TikTok for a reason.
We are going to steal...
It's an iconic moment in a scene that could have just been basic setup and also makes sense in the context of a villain. The villain laying out their evil scheme is a known trope, so of course you've got to have Gru doing it. Although, is it technically stealing? I don't know if anyone actually owns the moon. I mean, I guess they've got a flag, but yeah.